Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World. I'm the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Indeed. It is the week prior to the New Year. It is Tuesday, the day after Christmas, as a matter of fact, right now. And I am working on the bridge, trying to get some kind of a design going on. And I'll tell you what I've been thinking about. It's a massive bridge. As many of you pointed out, it's a very big bridge. So we're going to have something that is substantial. It can't be this little tiny bridge that's going to be just this one narrow area right here. It's got to be a lot of bridge. So I'm working on trying to come up with a design for it that we can carry throughout the entire bridge that's going to make it look like it belongs here and that it fits here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. And what I'm trying to come up with is the design for the edge of the bridge, the side of the bridge, what it's going to look like. I've got a little something going on down here, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. This is too small. It's too small. Oh, wow, beautiful sunset. We're going to walk back and take a little sleep here real quick. And then we'll be ready to rise and shine and get busy here. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for the support on the series. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Welcome to the new subscribers. It is really great to have you on board. Hello, sunshine. Hello. I did some mining for a stone, and we've got quite a bit left. I've got quite a bit in my inventory as well. So that drill, oh, sweet mama. Again, if you haven't got the drill yet, go get the drill. It is really amazing. It is really amazing. Okay, so we've got that going for us right there. Now, over on this side, let's go ahead and do, if you didn't know it, this block has got all kinds of stuff. You can see I've got this in my favorites here, and I've got my favorites up right here. So then you can go down here and you can add others to your favorites, but we're working with this guy right here. I want you to stop spinning. I want this guy right here. Let's craft up 64 of those. Let's get those in our inventory first. Scaffolding I could not get to go on the alongside the bridge. So I don't know what I'm doing there, but I need to figure out what it is I'm doing wrong there. We're just going to spin that around with the arrow keys, okay? So anytime you got a block, if you spin it with the arrow keys, up, down, left, right, all that good stuff, you're going to get the different configurations of the block. We don't want to butt up against this just yet. I've got a little something I started around the actual housing for the drawbridge. The thing about the drawbridge is it's a very thin drawbridge. It's not a big one. And to kind of cut down on the size of this, we're going to do this right here and give us kind of that little look right there. We're going to spin this around right here, and we're going to come down on this side right here. And I'm stopping right there because I'm not quite sure how I want this to continue on in to the world beyond here, okay? So that's why I've kind of stopped right there. And I believe we can actually drag this all the way through, yeah. And let's go ahead and do that right there. Okay, beautiful. So that's going to give us a little curve in here, which is nice. Now, I have this wood post idea for on the kind of a rail to go alongside here. And now I'm thinking maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe this little rail is not so bad at all. I just don't know if it's big enough for what needs to go down here. I pulled up drawbridges, pictures of drawbridges today. And I was looking at them, and the housing that sits around the drawbridge itself, this area right here, is massive. There is a lot of structure here. But then again, those drawbridges, if you just Google images drawbridges, those drawbridges are huge drawbridges for semis and tons of cars, and and they mostly go over rivers and stuff like that because you've got to let ships go through and stuff like that. So this housing that's right next door to this part right here, there's usually a person that sits inside this big area and all the mechanics that go into the drawbridge itself to pull it up and down. We don't really have that issue here. What we have is a little wheel that we have to hit, turn, it comes up. So we really don't have that situation here. We have what is a very narrow drawbridge that would probably be difficult to even get a cart across. This is more of a foot drawbridge than anything else, from what I can see, is what it looks like to me. So I feel like maybe this is not bad. This is just a slab with the pole, the wood pole that I like the most, the color I like the most. It's kind of a rusty brown color, sort of a sprucey color. And I like that one the most. That might not be too bad, but maybe what we need to do is come back to this part of it right here once we figure out what we're going to do with the piece that goes actually over the drawbridge itself. Look at that. Okay. Come in here. Okay. So you don't get those logs back. Once you make a mistake with your logs, they're gone. So we got a couple of those slabs down below. That's not that big a deal. Now we've got to come up with what we're going to do on the outside of this guy here. I feel like in terms of being beefy, this looks like it's getting pretty good size right here. Pretty good size. And then there's going to be an undercarriage that's going to come underneath here, like so. So it's going to be, I think that's going to give it enough bulk. But what we got to figure out is, okay, legs. The legs. How are the legs going to look for this bridge? And what are they going to be shaped like? And what are we going to do with them? And I've got kind of an idea for the top of the legs. What I'd like to have is large planters at the top of the legs where we can plant acacia trees. Because the acacia trees we get from the savannah, they're kind of special. And they would create this really neat canopy, I think, over the top of the bridge and off to the side of the bridge. So let's see if we can work something like that out too. And the first one I'm going to want is probably going to be, well, let's figure out, okay, we're going to anchor this to this side of this hill, right? This is going to be anchored down to the side of the hill. And we probably should do this as well. We should probably get this taken care of out here. And then we want one row coming back. No, we came right underneath that, didn't we? Right underneath it. Right underneath it, just like so. Like that. And if you don't know how to do that, just hold down left click and drag and then right click to get it in place. So maybe what we do, we've got that much bridge over there and we've got this much mountainside over here. Maybe what we do is we come right to here and we just kind of, is that even right underneath it? I don't think that's even underneath it. You can usually squeak one underneath there. There we go. Oh, out of blocks. Let's go ahead and get these guys out. We'll throw those guys in. We got plenty of these guys. I made a bunch. I made a whole bunch of them. Let's get up here. There we go, like that. Okay, sweet. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do that. And let's go ahead and bring this all the way down outside there like that. Okay, so we've got that going for us right now. We can always come back and decorate this up a little bit more. Let's do that right there. Let's go ahead and come up with this right here and see where this actually gets us. Are we under where we're supposed to be? Not even close. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm clipping with the bridge here. Oh, I see. Wow, I'm way off. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this all the way over here. And come on now. Where are you? Oh, you're embedded in the stone. I see. Like that, right there. And then didn't we came out one more. Like so, like that. Is that right? It went all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Okay, I want to make sure I stay consistent with this. Otherwise, it's going to throw me off, and I'm going to make mistakes. Okay, so we're going to do that right there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now what we could do is we can come back in here, and let's go ahead and shore this up right here. We don't want that showing. We want that to infuse into the mountainside, and we're going to just come straight down with these guys right here. I know it's nothing fancy, but this is what we start off with. We start off with a rough draft, and then you guys come in with all your marvelous inspirational ideas, and we can continue building on it together. The bridge is going to take a little while, guys, because it is just so big. Replanted the farm. It's bigger. Our garden is definitely bigger now. And we get one more right up in there. Bingo, just like that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's go down here and take a look at it and see what we got going on. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. That's good. Did we come out far enough? I think we probably... Oh, hello. Hello, block. I guess we're down here and you're here. We might as well grab you. There's the other one right there. And a drink of that nice stagnant water. I love water with thickness to it. It's just marvelous. Okay. All right. I think we're good there. Yeah, that's a good span. We're going to put legs on this. Don't forget, we're going to have some legs on here too, so we don't have to have, not all of the weight of the bridge is being held right here. We're going to have legs as well. So let's go on up here. I like that curve because that kind of brings the bridge down to a little bit more of a decent size when you're walking across. It doesn't feel like you're on this huge, massive thing, although, of course, it is a massive thing. Let's go ahead and do... I want a tree right here. I want a tree right here. Oh, that fern is in the way. I don't want to lose the fern though either. Let's see if there's a little something we can get away with here. The root systems of these trees is pretty big. Three. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. That's okay. That's all right. We'll just take that one out. We'll see if we can save the other one. And then we got 1, 2, 3 to the edge. Like so. Yeah. Like that. Okay, so something like that right there. I know you can't see it. Do I have my sickle on me? I don't. So I want that there, and then we need to come straight across from this one here. And we're going to come here. Like that. Up you go, up you go, up you go. There we are. Get our hammer out. There we go. So 1, 2, and then we need one more, right? 3. Like that. And then we're going to go... I think I can reach this from over here. 2 and 3. And we're going to come back over this way. 3. 1, 2. Does that line up right with that, or is it just before it? Lines up directly with it. So it's actually 2, and then that, and then we've got... Okay, all right, so that works. Yeah, that's good. What I don't know is if a tree's roots are going to stay within the boundaries of this, or even grow. I don't know if it's going to affect the tree's growth. That's not going to be right, though. That's not accurate. All right, got that fixed up. Now let's come down here, and we're going to seal this up. I know. Doesn't take much to confuse me. There we go, like so. Like that, and like that. We better be out here for this. Like that. Like that. Oh, we gotta get underneath here. This is going to give us a little more body out here, too, to give it a little more weight. A little more stability here at the shore, on the mountainside. Come on now. Okay, so apparently I've got to come in this way. There we go, right there. We don't have to fill in the whole gap on the inside. It's not necessary. Did I get everything taken care of in here? I did. All right, so to grow a tree, how much soil am I going to need here? This is part you're never going to see because it's all covered up by the bridge itself. So I'm going to go ahead and guesstimate that this is what I need for the tree to grow. Something like that. A little reservoir for the tree to go into. Okay, so let's get some dirt. I want to plant a tree and just see what it's going to do. I'm curious to see if it's going to work. We've got acacia, right? Acacia we do. We can go get more of those. Dirt. Where did I put the dirt? Oh, God, tell me I got dirt. I know I had dirt. Why do I feel like I'm not seeing the dirt that I had? Come on now. Did I take it down to the mine? There's some, 4. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's 4 dirt right there. We need a little bit more. Let's go get some more dirt. We have to find a hillside where we can just get dirt. I killed the bear that was roaming around here at the end of last episode. It's never safe to be over in this area. It's I see a boar right there. That's a deer. Okay. There's a bear right there too. That's a deer. I heard a boar. I heard that one. Let's go down here. Looks like we got a little bit of dirt. There we go. Let's grab that right there. Let's take that back. I don't know where that pig is. I heard the boar. I heard it. Back to inventory. Let's get the dirt on the bar now instead of the crossbow, and we're good to go. Alright. Dirt. So let's do that. Let's go arrow down. Boy, that's just not going to be very pretty, is it? Let's see here. I want it right here. There we go, like that. And then arrow down. That's arrow up and down. Okay, so page up and page down. Page up and page down. Sorry, page up, page down is what we want to do here. Page up. There we go. Page down. Can I get any closer? I don't want it to come through the wall here is what I don't want it to do. Is that coming through? I don't think it will. Like that right there. That should be good. Like that right there. Yeah, that should be good. That should work out. Now let's grab those acacia saplings. Let's get one of them. The acacia tree, I think, is going to look really nice. Planted along both sides of the place. And the poplar trees we'll put down at the other end. But I'm pretty sure this guy will do what I want him to do right here. Now, these guys grow up, and they've got a really neat twisty bend canopy that kind of stretches out. And I like that about these guys. So I want to do that right there. And then we need our sickle. Bum, 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 bum. What did I... Oh, man, I tell you, you can't take me anywhere. I will lose my stuff easy. What did I do with my sickle? It's not here. I need a tool chest, and that's where I need to put my tools. Oh, for Pete's sake. Is it down in the mine? It could very well be down here. It was in my inventory or something. I decided to just leave it behind. It's not here. This is the mine. I've been digging. I went way down in there. So that's pretty cool. It's not in my inventory, right? What the heck, you guys? Oh, you know where it is? I know exactly where it is. Come with me. There we go. A little bit of carrot action going on there. It is over here in the farm. I have planted a ton of birch trees. As you can see, there's a ton of trees planted here. It is right here in our little barrel out here. There it is right there. That looks pretty good. And then when we bring this down and underneath, and we put a few more of these guys over here, like we're going to put another one of those planters right here all the way down, and that's going to make the bridge look very nice and solid, I think. And then we'll do the same thing here and another leg over here, and we'll make it look like it's just, you know, infused in the ground. Hello, chicken. She's walking slow. It's a slow-moving chicken. Ooh, that's not good. We haven't done this side yet, huh? All right, let's go ahead and do that right there. Like so. Beautiful. And we need to get one up underneath here. There we go, like that. And then let's go ahead and bring this across, like so. We'll just cover this in. Like that, all the way up to the top. We have to do the same thing with this side here. I don't know if this is going to block it from growing. I hope it doesn't have any effect like that on it. Like I said, we could trim the bridge out when we get done here. There we go, like that. Yes, and then that acacia tree is going to grow up, and the trunk's going to be down below here. That's going to work out pretty good. And then what I could do is, I don't actually need to turn this to dirt. It looks like it's in pretty good shape already. I'm going to plant this guy right here, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish this off right here, like that. We'll see. We'll see if this tree will grow. In this little slot. I think I'm in the way. There we go. Yes. And then what we can come back with is this guy right here. We got a little bit of grass brought back to us here. Page up. Green this up a little bit. Being picky. I'm out of grass. Okay. We have more of that. Let's see here. Let's grab a little bit more of that right there. I want that grass to grow up a little bit taller than that around the tree. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Some nice tall grass in here. And we can come back with some flowers if we want to and flower it up. You do that and it kind of gets rid of some of that non-conformed dirt that you put in there. But now that tree should come up and should look really nice right there. And then we've got one over on this side too. I think they'll grow. I don't think they're constricted by anything like that from where they're planted and stuff like that. I think they'll be okay. All right, so we got that trying out. Let's put this grass away. Boom. There we go. And you know what I should do? I should get this guy here planted too, just so we get some more saplings off of him. Hopefully he'll be generous with his saplings. There we go, just like that. Or we're going to have to go back to the savanna and cut some more down. There we go. That's starting to take a little bit of shape. We need to get some lighting going too. We're going to take a look at some lighting options here too, so we don't have to worry about being in the dark outside at night. Let's do that right now, as a matter of fact, while we're thinking about it. Lights. Lamp colored, nope. Table lamp, floor lamp, simple lamp. And this is all kind of house type lamp stuff. Yeah, it's all house type lamp stuff. We don't want those guys. We want to go out to this bench right here. Is it this one? No, it's going to be the workbench. Yeah, the workbench. Let's go into here. Take a look and see. Lanterns. Yes. Yes. We're trying to get a general idea for the bridge so that I can move forward and get things put together. Now, if we use these guys here, we're going to see a little flame in there. These guys tend to give off sort of this fluorescent glow, which is okay. But I think for this bridge and the trees and I want this to be kind of an organic looking bridge when it's done, to where there's a lot of plant life on it and stuff like that. So I think what I want to do is I want to go with more of a flame approach. Do we want square or do we want rounded? The rounded has a very nice look to it. I think so. It's got a few more bars in it and stuff like that, where the square one is just, you know, it's just square. So let's go with this guy right here. Let's get some iron plates. And let's make a couple of those and put them on the bridge and see how they look. We've got 2 plates, which is perfect. That's what we need. We need a couple of plates. Get in here. Let's do that. And we're going to make 2 of those guys right there. And our lamp posts, what they're going to hang on. Do I have lumber on my inventory? I do not have any lumber with me. Let's get a little bit of lumber. And we can kind of do this. I think, you know what? I've got lumber. I've got lumber out here in this chest. There we go. I believe these are the logs I'm using. Yeah, those are the ones I'm using. We want those. And then I have 4 lumber. And I've got this here. Let's go inventory, crafting, general, resources, lumber, max it out. Bam, we've got 128 now. Something like this right here. Now these have gotten bigger. If you hold down your shift key and arrow key, arrow left, arrow right, this is arrow right key, they get much, much bigger than they used to. I did not realize they'd done that. And then you can come all the way down with the left arrow key and make them like that. If you hold down shift key and arrow down, you can shrink that pole. Let me make it a little bigger so you can see. And then shift arrow up key, you could stretch that pole back out. So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with these guys. And they get that big right there. Now if you hold control, you can walk away from it. You don't have to hold control. If you click control, you can walk away from it and see if you like the placement of that piece of wood. And then when we hit control again, it disappears. So there you go, it's in my hand, control, and bam, I can look at it and say, I like that, I don't like that. And then with your arrow keys, you can move it left and right, forward, and backwards, depending on which direction you're looking and what it's hanging on. So it's very versatile in terms of what you can do with this guy. I like the size of that pole right there. I'm thinking it might be a little too round, so I'm going to go shift, arrow key, left, and bring it down just a little bit, and shift key back up 1. I think I like that size right there. So we're going to do that. I wonder if I could embed that right there. That might not be a bad little place for it. Let's go with it. Right click it in, and it's going to stick right there. And then we're going to come over on this side, and we're going to mimic that right over here. Now if I want to, you can hit G for grid. This is something I'm not showing you guys yet. One of you reminded me I could have done this with the drawbridge. You can see that we've got a grid now that this is snapping to. You see it snap? So that's real handy. That's really awesome. Now you could take that grid, and if you hit the minus key, it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and that's as small as it gets. And then you can beef it back up again, all the way up to there if you want to. So we want that one right there. You see how it kind of pulls it in and sticks it right in the center there? So we're going to do that right there. We're going to do that right there. So we went as high as we could with it. And that's beautiful. Let's go back into here. Let's go with the wood beams. And I think it's a 72. No. It's this guy right here. I think. I just used both those up. There is no favorite on here, which is kind of weird. There's no favorite. Oh, did I just make planks? No, I made beams. Okay. Wood beams. Alright, so we've got the beams now. They should match the color of this wood pretty good, I think. I'm going to arrow key that up to make it spin out like that. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shift arrow key down. And we're going to shrink that up a little bit because we're trying to make a little light post, a little street light post for these lights to hang on. Let me get back up on here. And if I hit grid, there we go. Grid's going to come up, and I'm going to shrink that grid down by hitting the minus key. Now you can see how it pulls it right in there. Like that, it just pulled it right in there. That's perfect. I feel like that is not the right color wood, though. Let's turn that grid off. Sometimes if you hit grid, you're going to see that log get pulled in there a little bit. You got to be careful about that sometimes. I feel like that's pretty good. I don't want it to hang out too far over the path. How far is that coming out? Yeah, that's good. We're not going to be walking on that area anyways. We're going to put that up towards the top here. And we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same exact thing. Is that in the middle of that post? It is in the middle of that post, but it's not in the middle of this post. That's easy to fix. So we're going to go, yeah, towards the top, just like that. And we're going to turn the grid off. And now it seems to have snapped right where it needs to be. So let me turn that grid back on. Let me shrink it down a little bit more and see if maybe that helps. There we go. All right, so that's going to work. Yeah, like that. All right, very good. Let's go back to our inventory. Let's grab these guys right here. And we're going to put one right here. We're going to try to get in the middle there. If I grid that, yeah, it does. Okay, so then we're going to minus key it. And you can see that I put the grid right in the center there. Did that put the light in the center? It did. All right, beautiful. And here, until we get the grid we want. And are we right at the... I don't like... Wait a second. I don't like this one here. Let's do this. Let's do this again. There we go. And then we've got that same right out here. Like so. Beautiful. Yeah. I think so. And then what we'll do is when we get the next planter boxes put in, we'll add another set of lamp posts by that planter box. And then we'll probably have a light by the drawbridge area, and then we'll mimic the same thing on the other side and carry it through all the way. But yeah, that should work out pretty good. These trees are going to take a while to grow. We've got some of these guys left. That kind of curves that out pretty nice, huh? Let's make a bunch more of those. We're going to need them anyway, so we might as well max out another stack of them. And no, that's not the right. That's not the right thing. Oops. There we go. Like so. There we go. It curves it out pretty nice. It'd be nice if I could get it completely rounded out, but you just can't do that. It does trim the grass nicely too right there. It's a little something. And then what we'll do is we'll figure out something for the backside. I feel like a wedge on the backside would look better from the outside looking in. Uh-oh, that kind of exposed that little flaw we had there, huh? It's actually going to be okay. Once the tree comes in, I don't think you'll notice it. My concern is that when the tree grows up, the roots are going to shoot through, and you're going to see the roots. We had some grass left. Let's see if we can get this to touch up just a little bit. Got to be in front of the chest in order to open it. Just out of curiosity, can we fix this up a little bit? There we go. go. That's nice. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. That's it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Like that there. Awesome. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Now with that there, that's part 2. Now we have to, I want to figure out in today's episode the rail that's going to go along both sides of this and what that rail is going to look like. Okay, so stick around. I'll be right back. All right. I think I'm going to go with the rail that I had started here. I think I like that. Something not too intricate, but it's got a little detail to it. I need water. Inventory. There we go. There we go. Maybe we should use our water skin. So I'm going to go with that, I think, and that's going to work out nice. I'm going to show you guys a quick way in case you're new to the game and you don't know how to do this, how to get something done real quick. Let's go ahead and grab these guys right here. At least I hope I'm going to show you how to do it real quick here. Let's see. So let's start from right here. We're going to hit grid. And we see that snap right to the middle of that block there, right? You see it just snap right there. Now you're going to hold down left click, hit G again, and that's going to hold it steady. Now if you drag your mouse and walk like so, you can see it's going to stay right in the middle of that. Now, if you don't like how far apart those are, you can hit the minus key, and it's going to shrink down that gap. So you can see it's shrinking it down. The gap is less and less and less, and pretty soon they're right next to each other. So if you hit the plus key, you can stretch those out long ways. So we're still there at the beginning, right? Yes, we are. So again, if you lay all of these down, this is an entire, like a whole stack of wood right here. If you lay them all down, if you break one, you break them all. So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come back with this one. Well, let's see. See, what I'm trying to do is give myself enough room for when we work on this area of the bridge right here. I want to make sure I leave myself room to do that. So that's another 1, 2, 3 blocks. Let's go in one and snap that in place. All right, that is all taken care of. Now, these guys are pretty cool because if you use the arrow key on the slab, you've got the bottom part of the slab, you've got a middle, and you've got a top, like so. I may have just made a huge boo-boo. We'll see. We shall see. Ah, no. Are you going to show up? You are going to show up. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's see. Is this really... Did I really just make this mistake? Let's go inventory. Let's get a regular block out. Let's put this guy right here. And this guy on top. Tell me he's attaching. Tell me those guys are attaching to that. I guessed. I didn't even measure this first to see if that fits. Let's go down below here and see if that's the right thing. Can I do that from here? No, I can't. Alright, I just want to see if these logs are touching the bottom of that slab. It looks to me like it might be. Can I see any light through those? I got to get up at the same level as them to see that. It looks like it's okay. Whew, sweet mama. That was a close one. So you could do that, or you could do it this way, where you put a block in, and then we're gonna slab it now, like so. And this is our protective rail along the side of the bridge. We got a little bit of wood showing there, which is nice. That's going to come up nicely against that post right there. Does it actually embed in the post? Just a touch. Just a touch. And again, we've got a nice large tree here. This acacia tree is a very big tree, so it's going to come up and be up here. The canopy is, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and knock this guy out of here because he's a mistake. Yeah. And we're going to do the same thing across the way here. We're going to go across like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually put these in first this time, and then we can do our logs second. Yeah, we got to do that first. We got to do this first. Bridge work. Gonna have a few episodes of the bridge. We'll try to not make it last too long. I know you guys would like to see moving forward on different projects, but I feel like there's so many new people coming to the game that this really is kind of helpful to show them how things work. And I know some of you know exactly how this works, but there's a lot of folks coming into the game and are like, oh, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? So hopefully it's helpful. And we're good right there. Yeah. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this, and we're going to cap this off right here at the end, like so. Okay, let's do one more of those right there, and then let's grab, oh, that's perfect, just enough. There we go, just like that. Okay, and now, since we're going to use so many of these, let's go ahead and max this out again, and let's actually pick this table up and get out of the way, and we're going to take this table and get it out of the way as well. There we go, and let's go back to our posts. These should be exactly the same size as this guy right here, but I'm going to hold shift and go up with the arrow just a bit, just so you can see, now I know it's going in there. And we're going to hit grid, and we're going to hold down left click, hit G again to turn that grid off. These posts should be the same exact distance as the ones across from us, because that's where we left them last. You guys aren't following me because what happened? Oh, you know what? I got to make a bunch more. I've only got 12 left. That's the problem. Let's get our saw bench put back down. We'll put this guy right here this time, so he's not embedded in that. There we go. And let's what? I got wood. Oh, I don't have any wood on me. Oh wait, I got 64. Okay, let's start with that set first. All right, I'm losing my mind. Surprised anyone? Not likely. Not likely at all. I'm gonna slide across here like so. Keep that cursor there. There we go. All the way down, nice and easy. Please be enough for me. Come on, you can do it. And pop. Grid off. Beautiful. I think I can get this in here without having to do anything fancy schmancy with it. Looks to me like it lines up right about there, so we're going to do that one right there. And it looks to me like it's a little off down here too. Probably it's got something to do with me and where I started and where I stopped. Like here we started on this end and went down that way. I probably should have started on this end and went down that way as well. But nevertheless, that gives us a nice little rail along here. It looks to be like it's about shoulder height. So that's not bad. You know, you can get up here on the ledge and look over if you wanted to. But the whole point of that is to keep you from falling off, right? I mean, that's really the goal here, is to keep you from falling off. Oh, the sun is going down. We'll be able to check on our lights here and see how they look. And like I said, those acacia trees will grow up real nice in here. Yeah, I'll come back when it gets dark and we'll take a look at those lights and see how they light up. Do we need to bring them up higher, lower? Do we need to change them all together? Let's take a look at it once the sun goes down. I'll be right back. I think that puts up quite a bit of light. I think it looks good. Now, if we go down the bridge a little bit here, see the darkness starts right about here, but what we're going to do is the acacia trees that are down there, we're going to do another acacia tree probably right around this area here, another one on the other side with a light pole as well. So that should light up the bridge down on this end. So we'll have a little bit of a darkness area right here, but I think that kind of adds to the ambiance too, right? I mean, that's gonna make it look nice, I think. So that's looking pretty. Let me get this out of the way so you guys can see it. I can't move the chest because it's full of stuff, but we could do that right there. Just don't fall off the drawbridge. Yeah, that's gonna look good. I think that's gonna look really nice. Let me get an empty hand too so you guys can actually see. There we go. Empty hand. Yeah, I think that's going to work out pretty good. I like, see, these lights are really nice because they got the little bit of a flame in there. Like I said, if you use the ones with the white glass on the outside of it, it's not that flame light that you get anymore. It's more of a neon light. If you look at the season before last, you'll see that we use those on the path. They look nice, but they are more of a fluorescent light that comes off. It's very white instead of this nice light yellow color that comes off with the flame. So I think those are better. So our rail is nice. We've got this nice curve coming along here. We've got the different textures between the blocks, between what we have on the base of our bridge to the brick that's holding the bridge all together. So I think that's good there. And then we got to come up with the bridge is probably going to be, I don't know. Our manor is going to take up this entire area up here. So eventually these trees will come down and we'll replant and get them kind of situated where we want them more so. But these guys here, I hope these grow. It's going to take a little while, though. It could be an episode or two before we actually see them come up. But I think that works out pretty good. So if you enjoyed today's episode, do hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.